Hello everyone and happy Thursday. I hope you are having a wonderful day and enjoying this fall weather wherever you are. My name is Talisha and I also go by CreativiTeeByT, and I welcome you to my channel and thank you so much for taking the time to click on this video. So in today's video, I will be sharing two makes. One is from a pattern that is new to me, which is Simplicity 1165, and the other pattern is a remake, which is McCall's 8050, and it is a vest. So I made this vest to pair with this pair of pants, and I actually made a black vest using this same vest pattern a couple of months ago, and I was extremely disappointed with how it turned out, and that was because of the fabric, not because of the pattern itself. So I decided to go ahead and make it again using the leftover fabric from the pants because number one, I promised to remake it. Number two, I didn't have enough leftover fabric to make the blazer that I had originally planned to make with the leftover fabric. I thought I had enough, but I must have miscalculated. So I didn't get that done, but like I said, I made this vest to accompany the pants, and the blazer pattern that I had originally planned to make was Simplicity 8844. Simplicity 8844, and I had actually said that I was going to be making that when I had made my October sewing plan. So yeah, you get the vest instead, but you'll love it, I hope. So yes, there are two patterns that we are going to be discussing today, and I will start with the pants, and these are the pants that I was supposed to share on the channel this past Sunday, but I did not get to take pictures due to the weather, and I prefer outdoor pictures. I don't really like indoor pictures that much, so and that's mainly because of the lighting, but the weather finally cooperated and I got a chance to take the pictures, so now I'm able to share. So if you've been following me for a while on this channel, you know that I did a major closet purge, and I am now in the process of filling the gaps in my wardrobe due to the purge. Now, in my effort to fill the gaps, I have been picking out certain patterns to use, and I picked out 3 pant patterns to work from, and that is to fill the gaps with my bottoms, so pants and skirts and things like that. So I've started with pants, and this is one of the 3 pant patterns that I picked out, and this is Simplicity 1165, and I decided to make this pant pattern first because I have heard a lot about this pattern on Instagram and on YouTube, and I believe it's been around longer than all the other pant patterns that I decided to make. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump on in with my experience with this pattern, and you can let me know in the comments below what you think. So again, I made Simplicity 1165, and the pattern description for that is Mrs. Slim pull-on pants or above knee length shorts and short shorts. I made view A, and there are 4 different views on this pattern. Views A and B are pretty much the same, except for view B is cut on the crosswide. View C are the knee length shorts, and view D is like your standard shorts, or what they call the short shorts. The fabric recommendations are going to be your soft, lightweight fabrics such as batiks, challis, crepeback satin, double georgette, gauze, gingham, linen types, silky types, and jerseys. So the sewing skill level that you're going to need to be able to construct this pattern is just very little, beginner friendly. It's an easy to sew pattern, and you will not have any difficulty at all if you're a beginner or if you're obviously an advanced sewer, because it is that simple. It's very easy to sew. So I only needed 4 pattern pieces to make these pants, and those pieces were the front, the back, the waistband, and the pockets. And there is also an elastic guide that you will need for measuring purposes, but like I said, that's just for measuring purposes, so you don't really need that to actually build pants. And the notions needed is going to be your thread and 2 3/8 yards of 3/4 inch elastic. And the pattern sizing comes in size 6 and it goes all the way up to size 22. And the size that I cut was actually a size 16, which has a finished hip measurements of 46.5. Now my hips measure 44 even, so I really should have cut a size 14 because the finished hip measurement for the size 14 is a 44.5. But the reason why I didn't cut the size 14 is because it's the exact size, basically minus that half inch of my hips, and my fabric has no stretch whatsoever, and I was afraid that the pants may not fit, or it might be too tight and there'd be no give and it would end up busting. So I was just kind of nervous about that, but that was actually a mistake because the pants were too big. They were saggy around the kneecap and calf area, and so I had to make those adjustments, and I had to make some adjustments on those areas to get it to look nice. I do feel like that once my pants were completed that it looked like the model's pants on the pattern cover, and the instructions were very easy to follow. And the things that I do like about the pattern the most is I liked how easy it was to construct. I love the style of the pocket, which is like a stitched rounded pocket. I also like the slim design for the legs, and I like the elasticated waistband, so just very easy. I like how there was like no fly, you know, all that extraness. All I wanted was a pair of nice pants, and that's what I got from this. There was nothing that I disliked about the pattern at all, so yeah, it was just a win. So the fabric that I use, I honestly don't know what type of fabric this is. I meant to go to Joann's and feel on some fabrics to kind of see what it was, but I don't really know because I don't remember looking at what type of fabric it was when I purchased it, but it is like more of the slippery with the nice drape, you know, type in the silky family, I would say. I do know that it is synthetic, it's not a natural fiber, so and it really doesn't wrinkle that much. It does not, like, it irons but not really, you know. I mean, you have to be really careful or you'll get that shine on there. So that's the only thing I didn't like about that fabric, but overall it's okay. I did purchase this fabric from the LA Fabric and Fashion District, and it was only $2.99 per yard. I thought I had purchased 4 yards, but I had only purchased 3, which is why I wasn't able to make the blazer. So I was able to get my pants and my blazer out of the 3 yards, and so that's like $9. I got a whole 2-piece outfit for $9, so yeah. So the alterations or changes that I made them because I had cut the wrong size, so I'm not really sure if I would have had to make those changes had I not cut the wrong size. But originally when I did cut out the pattern, I have issues with length, so I did add 2 inches to the bottom of the pants for length, but I did end up cutting that off because I didn't need it. And I also added 2 inches to the top of the pants and the pockets because I wanted to make sure that it hit my belly button. Well, I ended up cutting that off too. However, I should have kept at least 1 inch of that on, because as I start wearing the pants and walking, the shifting does make the elastic come down some, and then it's lower than what I prefer. So yeah, I will add that at least 1 inch on the next time, maybe even go back to the 2 inches. I'm not really sure, but for right now it does not hit me where I want to once I start moving around because of not having that extra length. And I prefer high-waisted pants. I don't like my pants to fit me on my natural waist, and that's mainly because of the extra cushion that I have in that area. It's just best for me to wear high-waisted pants right now, and that's what I feel most comfortable in. But I will definitely be making this pattern again, so I will try that at that time. So in order to get some of the sagginess out of the pants by the knee and the calf area, I had to take out some fabric, and this is about how much I had to take out on each side. I did that first, and then I had to take out about a 1/2 inch more, so this is quite a bit to me. And as far as adjustments are concerned, I do think the elastic guide was a little off, because this is the amount of elastic that I had to cut off in order for it to actually go through the casings. This is quite a bit. This is at least 7 or 8 inches. So yes, I would definitely recommend this pattern to others. This was a very fast and easy sew, and I received so many compliments. And you wouldn't think, just from a pair of green and black pants, that people would notice stuff like this, but I wore it to work. I went to the store after work. I wore it to my mother's house. I got compliments everywhere from it. I will say this is the first pair of pants, minus my skinny jeans that I wear, that are slim cut like this, and so I really like that. I feel like it has a more feminine feel to it. I do like my white pants, you know, especially the ones that look intentionally white. But yeah, I like it. I really like it, and they look hot in heels. Now, as far as the availability for this pattern is concerned, from what I have heard, this pattern is going to be discontinued, and people have really been going to the fabric stores during the simplicity sales to try to find this pattern to make sure that they have it. I don't know for sure if that's true or not, but I will say, because I have heard it and the resources that I have heard this from have been pretty reliable, that if this is a pattern, I should say, that you're interested in, you would definitely want to try to get a hold of this pattern at your next sale, and then trace all the sizes so that you can always have it. I would also like to mention that there is a tutorial for this pattern on YouTube. My friend Rochelle Handmade Designs, she did a tutorial a long time ago for this pattern, and it just shows you how to construct it. If you're a person that likes sew-alongs versus looking at patterns, that is available as well, and I'll link that in the description box below. So for my vest, I am not going to talk about the vest in great detail because I posted a full review of this, and I will just link that above and in the description box below. But I am so much more pleased with how this version of the vest came out, which is McCall's 8050. Much better than the first version. I thought this pattern would be the perfect pattern to accompany my pants to make this into a set. The only thing I did different from last time was I made the length for view C, which is shorter, and it's shorter by about 5 inches. And I also added buttons, and I didn't have any buttons on the last version, and mainly because I just did not like the fabric and I didn't want to waste any more time constructing that last vest. So although I did add buttons this time, I only like the top button. I just like that look better. So I've only been buttoning up that top button, and I've been leaving the others open. It works for me. I don't know if other people like it, but it works for me, and that's what matters. So for the earrings that I wore and my necklace, they are not a set, but they both come from the paparazzi. I have a lot of paparazzi jewelry. So now I will enter pictures and clips so that you can see my full outfit. So I really like this pattern, which again, Simplicity 1165. Go run to Joann's and grab a copy if you don't have one before it's too late. And I think that this vest paired with it, which is McCall's 8050, was a great addition, and I do plan on making the pants again in the correct size 14. Now when I do, I'll come back on here and let you know if those fit appropriately and if I had to make any alterations. I do know with it being a smaller size, I definitely know that I'm going to probably have to add about 2 to 3 inches to the top of the pattern to make it come closer to my belly button, because like I said, I like high-waisted pants. So you know, this pattern was a larger pattern, and if it's not hitting me with this larger pattern, then it's definitely not gonna hit me at my belly button with a smaller pattern. So I do know that I'll probably have to do that, but as far as length is concerned, I'll let you guys all know if I have to add length to the pants. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and a like, and let me know what you think in the comment below about the set or about the pants separately, about the vest separately. Just let me know your thoughts. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button, the gray notification bell, so that you can be notified whenever I upload a video. And thank you so much to all of my new and returning subscribers for your support, and just thank you for watching. I appreciate you all for coming and watching my videos. I will be uploading another video on Sunday, so I will see you in the next one. Bye!